Hi again. So we're going to take another look at what are the hottest selling AI generated images at Adobe Stock right now. We're kind of just heading into the summer of 2024. Are there different trends we're seeing now compared to the last couple of times I've done one of these reviews? Let's dive in and take a look. All right, as we always do, we start with a blank search here on Adobe Stock because we want to pull up what are the hottest selling generative AI only images. Going down into the filters, clicking on generative AI only, and then going sort by and going downloads. We can hide the filters. So this is showing us what are the hottest selling images essentially of all time that are generated by AI. You can see there are 91 million AI generated images as of right now, and these are the ones that Adobe says are highest in terms of download count. And you can see here a paint splatter of gray paint. Abstract black in splash, paint, brushstroke, stain, grunge. So why would something like this be the most downloaded AI generated image? Let's take a look at what this offers to a customer. You can see that it is available as a PNG. It has a transparent background. So that gives a lot of utility to the customer who wants to put this on a background that may have art already on it. Maybe it's a PowerPoint slide, but this gives them the opportunity to drop it onto something that's existing and it doesn't block it out with a white background as a normal JPEG image would. So that gives it something unique. It is essentially an abstract. We've talked about this before. Abstract images sell well. At the same time, there are so many of them. To rise to the top like this one has, the odds are against you. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest anybody run out and start doing a lot of abstract like this. But let's look at other things that might be bringing this to the top. It's fairly well titled here. It has a nice long title with things that a customer might be looking for, giving them lots of different ways to attract customers to this image. Japanese style, isolated, grunge, splash paint. So very smartly titled here. And you can see that the top keywords here, assuming again that Adobe hasn't reordered them or added extra ones, most of the time the order that you see here is the order that most contributors upload them in. And you can see that this contributor was smart. They essentially took what were the hottest words from the title, most important words from the title, made them the top 10 in the keyword list. And that is something that Adobe, of course, recommends that you do. It's good for their algorithm. It makes the most sense. They give weight to the top 10 words in your keyword list, and they've got them all right here. Now, one thing you don't need to do, this person did put AI into the keywords. You don't need to have that there. Also, you don't need it in the title. In fact, Adobe tells you not to include it in the title or the keyword. So that's something that this person shouldn't have done. Still, there's enough going for this particular image to make it the top selling generative AI image at Adobe Stock. So some of the other ones you can see, they're also in the abstract style. This one has some bokeh lighting. This one has essentially similar to the black one, but it's blue. This one, unique in that it's an arrow, it's a symbol. That's something, again, high utility for customers. You can see 3 of the 4 of these, what's in common with these is they're PNG files. They have the clear cutout background saved as a PNG, and the customer can place them on top of another image. So right there, there's a trend you should be making note of. Can you be generating AI images, or if you do vectors, or if you do other types of images, whether it's regular photography or 3D illustrations, can you save them in a way where the background can be cropped out, save it as a PNG file, and that makes it a lot more attractive to a customer. So write that down as a tip that you might want to explore. Let's look at some more of the top selling images here. So we've got a gold frame. We've got a abstract universe type of image created with AI. Let's just take a look at that one. There are a lot of these universe, galaxy, space images on Adobe Stock. It's very hard to compete with them, but this contributor was able to do so pretty well with a really good title again, Colorful Space Galaxy Cloud Nebula, Supernova, background, wallpaper. Those are a couple of words that you might not think to add to your image, but you might have a customer out there looking for space or galaxy wallpaper. And if you added wallpaper to your title and in your keywords, that helps bring it to the top. So make note of these that are best practices that will help you with your AI images getting attention with buyers. Taking a look at the keywords here, colorful space. Yes, this contributor is following Adobe's advice, making the top 10 keywords match the title words and making, in both cases, very smart use of keywords and words in the title. So this person knows what they're doing. That's why they're at the top of the download list. This one I've noticed before, I think 6 months ago when I did one of these reviews, this green wavy background, kind of a landscape, this one was the #1 image for some time, and it's still obviously performing quite well. So another one with the bokeh type lighting here. And bokeh, you can see they added it to their title words. And they've got it in the top 10 of their keywords. So bokeh is something that is very stylish. It's very much in vogue with design these days and has been for a few years. So it's something that's a good element to add to your images if you're able to, as you're writing your prompts for generative AI or adding it in Photoshop as an effect. Here's another one of these design elements with the clear background saved as a PNG file. Again, consider doing PNGs. Let's take a look at this group of business people. What sets it apart? Again, take a look at the title, how smart they've packed it with important words that a customer is likely to use in a search. Business, formal meeting, conference discussion with coworker, shareholder, or client. Look how smart this contributor was in describing the type of people in the room. Are they just workers? Could they be customers, clients, shareholders? They put them all into the title of the image, and I'm assuming in the keywords as well, because if a customer is looking for an image of shareholders in a meeting room, there may not be that many out there, and you're going to capture that buyer potentially through a search, just as you will capture them for clients, for coworkers in a meeting room. So give yourself that flexibility to capture different customers no matter what it is they're looking for. Make sure you've got a very flexible title and keywords. So very smartly titled and keyworded here. Again, you're seeing a lot of these PNG files. You're seeing more space. There's an interesting one of a cityscape with lines connecting the different buildings. So a 5G wireless network, high-speed internet, cloud computing, connect diagram technology, data storage, service. So lots of words in here separated by commas. I wouldn't necessarily suggest you separate your keywords by commas. It just makes it look like a keyword list. Adobe actually doesn't like that. Interesting that, again, this one gives customers flexibility. If they want a cityscape, this one checks that box. If they want something showing a 5G network, it checks the box. Some kind of computer network, cloud technology. It's covering a lot of different bases here in one image. All those different concepts are put into the title and the keywords, and it gives you a lot of different chances to capture customers' attentions, meet different needs that different customers will have with one image. So look for opportunities in your imagery to do that too. Don't just create an image with one concept. See if you can put images together, write prompts for images that will meet multiple different needs a customer have for different concepts. So you're going to give yourself lots of more opportunity to attract downloads doing that. As we've seen in other reviews that I've done looking at AI images, holidays perform well traditionally. Here we are, it's mid-year. There's a number of Christmas or holiday-themed images in here. It just shows the power of holiday needs out there for imagery. So this is probably the time of year, mid-year, to start thinking about end-of-year holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, other things at the end of the year. Create them, generate them now with AI or however you create your images, and get them into the review queues now, because it takes time, obviously. If you've been doing this a little while, you know sometimes it can take a couple of months to get through that review queue. You want your images up there. If we're talking about the end of the year holidays, you want your images up by early fall so you can be starting to generate momentum. So customers who actually need them months before the holidays, that's when they'll be looking for them. In the fall, you want to be ready for those needs. So generate them now if you're thinking of potentially doing some holiday images in the future. I'm going quickly through this. Just know that if you want to see more reviews like this where I go much more in depth into reviewing titles and keywords, I've got a course on Udemy that I'll have a link in the description of the course. You can dive into it if you want much more detail in reviewing AI images like this. Here's one that I think I've covered before. Diversity is still a very strong concept. It has been for a couple of years now. I do a lot of diversity-related images in my work. Obviously, it's still a top seller. As you can see, this one's placing very highly in the top search results. A couple of other themes that I've seen over and over, just consistent. When I do these periodic reviews of what's selling the most in AI imagery, as well as other types of images, illustrations, photography, I do see common themes pop up over and over, and I do highlight these typically in my channel here. Aging, active lifestyles into your retirement is always a popular theme. Technology and innovations, AI as a concept itself, creating AI images about AI and new technologies such as robotics or AI assistance is a big topic and remains a popular one, will probably remain popular for months and even years to come. So that does it for today's quick review. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a brand new course on Udemy that covers AI imagery in particular. It covers it from the business perspective of researching what are the hottest selling themes, how to go about doing that, picking niches that might be successful for you, looking for things that other contributors aren't already covering to death. How can you find new things that may be opportunities for you? The course also covers how to actually create the imagery. I partnered on this course with an instructor who's one of the most popular instructors out there, teaching how to write great prompts, create great images that are going to perform well, get through reviews, and start selling. I've got a 70% discount code for the course in the notes below, and here's a preview. If you want to learn all about creating and selling AI-generated images, you found the perfect course. Other courses may show you how to create images or how to sell online at stock agencies, but this is the course that is covering both of these topics extensively to give you everything you need to know. I'm Chris from New Anthem Learning, and I'll be covering how to determine what type of images buyers actually need and are willing to spend money on today. If you're thinking of selling AI images online, this is an essential first step before you sit down to create anything. And that's when my friend Christian comes in.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, my name is Christian, and I'm so excited to teach you all about creating the best AI art ever that sells perfectly on stock platforms. I will show you step by step how to create, edit, and prepare your content with easy to follow explanations.
So you can see that this is really two courses in one, walking you through the entire process of making money by creating and selling AI-generated art. Here are the things you'll learn in the section on what sells, topics that are hot sellers today, how to research to find additional themes to cover and increase your earnings, how to use Adobe Stock's own tools to find additional underserved niches that could be your next big sellers.
After all of that, we'll dive deeply into the entire process of creation. I will teach you how from scratch with proven methods create three main types of content. So realistic photography, captivating illustrations, or even unusual concepts that stand out from the crowd. You will learn secret methods on how to edit and improve your artworks to perfection. And on top of that, you will discover how to prepare the content and make it fully ready to publish with the A to Z process.
And in the final section, I'll teach you the best agencies for selling your AI images and how to set up your accounts there, how to title and keyword your images to maximize your chance to earn money from them, and uploading your work, tracking your sales, and building on your success.
So if you are ready to unlock the full potential of creating the best AI art and make money, Chris and I are ready to show you everything from start to finish.
And if you're still not sure, you really have nothing to lose. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. And Christian and I will be available to answer your questions and help make sure you understand each step. So enroll now, and let's dive right in to help you learn how to create and sell AI images today.